Sending Hoosier help to North Carolina.
How people right here in central Indiana are lending a hand in areas devastated by Hurricane Helene.
And we're nearing 80 degrees right now, but a cool change to time out in the 7-day forecast.
Will JT be ready to go this weekend? That story's coming up live from Indy. You're watching 13 News.
Tonight, the death toll from Hurricane Helene is rising again. At least 202 people have now died after that storm made landfall in Florida a week ago.
And more than half those deaths were in North Carolina. This new video shows you why. The flood waters ravaged the western part of the state, destroying entire communities. And that's why Hoosiers are stepping up to help those in need across the South. Good evening. I'm Felicia Lawrence.
And I'm Scott Swan. Ann is working on Sunrise this week. Hoosiers always step up to help in times like this.
Lauren Kostick joins us on set tonight after speaking with several already volunteering their time in North Carolina or planning to go there. Lauren, good evening.
Yeah, Scott, Felicia, just the photos and videos coming out of North Carolina right now are just devastating. And we're also hearing about some towns still cut off from help and supplies. But tonight, that's not stopping Hoosiers from finding a way to lend a hand. At Midwest Food Bank Thursday, pallets of food and supplies ready to be loaded up and driven down to North Carolina.
Food and water and cleaning kits and lots of things that are very needed right now.
So far, sending 14 truckloads to areas affected.
It's a great way to provide support and be of help to those people that are hurting right now.
The need stretching across much of the southeast just a week after Hurricane Helene made landfall, isolating and cutting off towns from life-saving support. Plus, many loved ones still missing as search and rescue missions get underway. Indiana Task Force 1 focusing on the western part of North Carolina, speaking to 13 News for the first time Thursday, detailing the grim reality.
Most of these houses are completely gone. The ones that we're working on now, we're looking for them. They're not anywhere near where they used to be. So, it's just, it's sad.
They say the biggest challenge is accessing these devastated communities.
So we might be able to take a road and kind of work through the trees and the debris, but then we have to come back down through where the water's pushed everything. So there's a lot of structures are down and we just have to work through them all.
3-2 clear for takeoff, right turn east.
Other Hoosiers, like the Civilian Crisis Response Team, also stepping up, packing private planes with much needed supplies. And earlier this week, volunteers with the local Red Cross heading down to do their part.
I just felt like, why would I not go?
Plus, Indiana line workers also answering the call. Last week, crews left Clark County for Georgia, now working to restore power to millions left in the dark.
I've never seen anything like this before. The tree damage and the broken poles, it's beyond belief. And then also the property damage to people's homes, it's quite devastating.
Hoosier help giving a lifeline to those who need it the most. And the other big challenge down there right now is the cell service and the internet. So a lot of the Hoosier volunteers down there can't call their families back home here in Indiana. So I know when I was speaking to Task Force 1, they were saying, please let our family know that we're doing okay. We're tired, but we're doing okay. So wanted to make sure we pass along that message.
Yeah, North Carolina has received hurricane floods, but not like this.
Nothing like this.
My goodness. Thank you, Lauren Kostick, for reporting. Yeah. And there are so many different Hoosier organizations sending help to North Carolina.
We've made it easy for you. If you'd like to help, you can scan that QR code that you see on the screen.
It'll take you to WTHR.com/SeenOn13. That's where you'll find a story with all their information. And many families from Western North Carolina are now seeking safety in other states.
And that includes the state of Indiana. Maxwell and Tiana Miller used to live in Fort Wayne, so they decided to come back after flooding hit their home. They were stranded with 4 kids in North Carolina for 3 days.
Now their home is still standing, but they lost several things. The water and mud even filled their garage. So they packed up what they could and they drove back to northern Indiana.
At first, we didn't know where we were going to go or what we were going to do. And knowing that we had them and their love and that my kids would be welcomed by their friends and that they would be able to be normal kids again with them, I think was a big reason why we were like, let's go there.
Yeah, with so many kids. Tayana says her husband and her brother are now planning to take 1 or 2 trailers full of supplies to their Barnardsville neighbors this weekend. And we're getting a closer look at some more of the damage in North Carolina tonight.
Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams from the Weather Channel takes us tonight into one of the mountain towns, which is about 20 miles east of Asheville, devastated by the hurricane.
We're in Swannanoa, North Carolina, right along the Swannanoa River, which demolished the community. And we are standing in an area where there were multiple mobile homes and also a shed company next door. And notice how everything is gutted. Home after home smashed into each other here, and really nothing left to salvage in a lot of these areas. And frankly, these homes, the Swannanoa River was right over there. You can see all the trees in the direction that this river was flowing that goes down towards the Asheville area. It is over 20 miles long, moving entire homes that were strapped down off of their foundations. In Swannanoa, North Carolina, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams.
And President Biden is now surveying the hurricane damage in Georgia and Florida and meeting first responders while he's there. Tonight's trip follows his aerial look at the devastation in North Carolina. The president took another look at the damage from the air while he was in Florida. Now the president is in Georgia. He's been looking at the destruction on the ground in Valdosta and Ray City. WTHR cares for all the people impacted by Hurricane Helene in Indiana and across the Southeast, and here's how you can help.
Visit redcross.org/donate or call 1-800-RED-CROSS or text the word Red Cross to 90999 to make a $10 donation. Donations enable the American Red Cross Indiana region to prepare for, respond to, and help people recover from these disasters. And we're following the weather closer to home because it has been very different from what they're seeing down there in North Carolina.
Right. I don't know about you, but I love these warmer temperatures in early October. This is really nice.
They're nice. I mean, you know, and if you like it crisp, you still get that in the morning as well. So there's a little bit for everything, as we like to try around here. Yeah, 50 was our low this morning, and that's average for early October. 71's the daily average high, and we hit 77 today. We're going to have relatively warm afternoons, nothing record-breaking or anything like that, but noticeably warmer over the next few days. Plenty of sun, and we're getting the big swings from lows to highs because of the dry air that's in place. 79 in Muncie, 81 Shelbyville, and 79 in Terre Haute. Temperatures compared to this time 24 hours ago, about 5 to 10 degrees warmer. We'll get warmer tomorrow too. It does include a slim rain chance. I'll talk about that, and a weekend warm up is ahead in the 7-day forecast.